if you're a fencer, you need to have a good footwork. Today in this video, I will give you 13 footwork exercises you guys can do either at home or in the club. So save yourself 10 to 15 minutes and let's get started. First, let's start off with a warm-up. So we're going to do advanced retreats with a whole strip. So advanced retreats with a normal speed. So advance, relax your upper body, and retreats. Okay, put your arm down. You feel like yourself is tensing up in the upper body. After you do your warm-up of advanced retreats, you can try to speed it up to do faster advances and faster retreats. So like this. Alright, cool. Alright, the second footwork is something called a 2-1-3-1. So how it works is you do 2 forwards, 1 backwards, 3 forwards, 1 backwards, and then backwards is 2 back, 1 forward, 3 back, 1 forward, 3 back. In this exercise, focus on changing your speed and your tempo. So sometimes we want to do 2 fast, 1 back slow, 3 fast, 1 back slow. Or you can do 2 back slow and 1 fast forward, 3 back slow and 1 back forward. Also, you can change your size of your advances. So you can do big 2 and small, big 2 small and 1 big. So honestly, footwork is just about trying to deceive your opponent and trying to make your opponent fall short, or trying to make your opponent try to come into your trap. So in footwork, just remember you have to play with your kind of footwork and kind of be creative when you're doing these exercises. Now the third footwork you can do is something called advanced retreats. So advanced retreats is basically you're gonna go 1 forward and 1 back, 1 forward, 1 back, 1 forward, 1 back. With the advance and retreats, remember to do, when you go forward, big advances and small retreats. Big advances, small retreats. You're going to be acting as like if you're pushing your opponent. So big, small, big, small, big, small. So you have enough time to react just in case when the opponent attacks when they feel under pressure. Also, when you do the advance and retreats, keep in mind that you want to do advance and retreats, not jumps. So if you're doing too fast and you feel like you're jumping, not really advancing or retreating, slow yourself down so you can properly work on your footwork and focus on working on what you're supposed to actually work on. Now we're going to move on to jumping. So this is the 4th fencing footwork drill you guys can do. To start in on guard position, you can do jumps. So jump forwards and jump backwards. So forward, jump forward. You can relax your arms too if you're too fast. And just remember, when you do jump forwards and backwards, try to remember to not jump upwards. You're going to be jumping upwards like this, or up backwards like this. You're going to be jumping in a straight line, like you propelling yourself, jumping forward or backwards. Not too much boing, 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 you know. Now let's add a little creativity or fun into this jumping exercise. Now we're going to do the 5th footwork exercise, which is 2-1-3-1, but now with jumps. So in one position, you do 2-1, 3-1. Backwards. Cool. Now that we have warmed up our footwork, we can add lunges, so something more intense. So the 6th footwork exercise is jump lunge. So how you start is you're in an on-guard position and you want to jump forward and then lunge. Jump forward and lunge. And you can retreat back. So when you jump forward lunge, it's a 2-tempo action. So you want to try to set something up. So you want to, for example, you want to try to do like a short fake down, you try to make your opponent do some kind of parries, you know, or some kind of attacks. So you can do fake here, and you can do this against lunge. Or you can do like a body feint, and then you can attack. Just a side note, if you want to improve your lunge, you can check out my video right here. Short summary: to have a longer and faster lunge, is you want to be in a bent leg position, and you want to be able to push with your non-dominant leg. And also, second of all, you want to be able to kick your front leg as far as possible. You want to propel yourself forward like an arrow. Alright, now we're going to make the jump punch a little harder. So the 7th footwork drill we're going to do is something called in-out lunge. So let me show you. So you want to on position, you want to do in, out, and then lunge. Guard, you start, in, out, lunge. And then you can retreat backwards. Alright, now let's add a little more play and have a little more creative. Let me teach you guys some deceiving footwork drills you guys can do to implement in your bouts or in your training. So the 8th footwork exercise looks like this. So we start off on guard position, and you want to start off with half step forward, back, half step forward, lunge. So the half step forward is like a preparation for your attack. So you can do, while you're doing half step forward, you can do your preparation, your feint, your provocations, or anything that gets your opponent to do some kind of action. So you can do feint to ground, lunge. Feint to hand, lunge. Feint out, engage your lunge. So overall, you just want to play with it, with a half step, and then finishing off and executing the action strongly with your lunge. Alright, now exercise number 9. So let me show you how that looks like. So you want to start on guard position, and you want to first start off with a jump in, provoke, out. You get some kind of information from that provocation, and then you go in again with the same provocation, so your opponent does the same thing again. You do jump in, provoke, but this time you finish it with a lunge. Cool. And then you can retreat back. Exercise number 10. Now we're going to play with a little more of the retreat portion of your footwork. So this time you can start in the front or at the end of the strip to do this footwork exercise going backwards. So you're in the end of the strip, and how this works is first you want to do 2 jumps back, provoke, out. Now you get some information of what your opponent is going to do. You want to try to recreate that kind of reaction your opponent did. So again, 2 forward, provocation. Now your opponent did the action, so you can execute it with a lunge. You can get to the end of the strip, and then you can do advanced forwards to repeat that exercise again. Let's add on to more of our retreat footwork section. So we're going to do another retreat exercise, but this time we're going to add a parry riposte to it. So we want to set a trap for our opponent to fall into a provocation. So let me demonstrate how that will look. Jump in, provoke, get out. Jump in, provoke, parry, riposte with a lunge. Exercise number 12. Let me demonstrate how it works. So first, this time we're going to do 2 back, provoke, out. Same thing again, 2 back, provoke, parry, riposte. So it's kind of like the last exercise, but this time you're adding 1 more jump in your retreat. So this exercise, you're stretching the distance a little more, so you can have a more high rate of hitting your opponent when they come at you. So basically that is how this kind of footwork kind of works. Now the 13th exercise, or last exercise that we're going to do today, are some flesh attacks. So these are some explosive exercise for our legs to charge them up, you know? So let me show you how you can do these flesh attack exercises with a strip. So usually you would start at the end of the strip, and at first you want to be starting like moving around. You want to be moving around to play with like feints, to the idea of what your opponent kind of do. You want to be trying to play. If you want to be trying to create like a video in your or a simulation in your mind of you fencing. So you're trying to set and get information from your opponent. So you want to move around. And it would be nice if you could have someone to like clap for you, to give like an initiative of when you start the flush attack. But if you don't, you guys can just move around, and you guys can move around and you guys can like set like a mark somewhere on the ground. So as long as when you step on it, you have to make a super explosive flush attack all the way over there. So let me show you how that first one is. So you move around, where you say the mark is over there. I touch it, I flush. And you guys can go back to where you started and then keep doing that. I suggest you to do at least 10 flush attacks at the end of your footwork. So, let me show you. Alright, great work everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick fencing footwork drill. I hope you had a great workout, and I hope you will implement these workouts in your exercises or in your training, in your club or at home, so you can develop your better footwork, so you can fence better and overall be a stronger fencer. Ideally for these footwork, I highly recommend you do at least 3 to 4 times a week for the best outcome. Because you don't want to be doing them because you want to be doing them so you can get the muscle memories, so in like fencing bouts you can be able to execute them without really thinking about them. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, drop a comment about what your favorite footwork was, and subscribe. See you next video. Peace. Boom. Alright, thanks for watching.